Hello guys, welcome to Charity's Bubble, your #1 channel. I haven't woken up yet. I'm trying to wake up. I'm going to work, people, and it's a good day. I was watching another episode about another doctor who always said it's a good day to save lives, so I will say it's a good day to save lives. So like usual, I am going to work, and I want to talk a little bit about the DV lottery. I know that you guys have indulged, you have applied, and those who have not applied, is still your time. So my name is Charity Nganga. This is Charity's Bubble USA, your #1 channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly consider subscribing. And that's how we roll. If you have already subscribed, thank you for your support. I do appreciate you guys for supporting my channel, for watching my videos, and for commenting. I do really appreciate you. Now, let's talk about a few hitches. I've seen some questions there, and that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the DV lottery photo. That one has been like a question from many people. And like I said, so there were some people who were like, where do I get it? Where do I know? Or how do I know? Or like I said, you can take a photo from a professional photographer. That one is gonna work. Now, if you go to the website travel.state.gov, I hope you guys watched that video that I did on the day that the DV lottery was opening, the 2nd. And I put in the website travel.state.gov. If you go to that website, guys, and you click DV lottery photo tool, they have it there, DV lottery photo tool. So you have already taken your photo from a professional photographer, or you have taken a good, nice photo. I explained about the photo whereby your ears should be seen, your eyes should be seen, your hairline should be well visible. You should not wear glasses, you know. If you have that good photo, you can just upload it there on the DV lottery photo tool, and it's gonna tell you the exact measurements. This is something that you can do, guys. And there's something that I tell you that I need you guys to, if you follow what I'm saying and you go to where I am saying you go, you will be able to do it. And why do I like encouraging people to do stuff for themselves? Because you are anticipating, or you're planning to come and live in America. Now when you come and live in America, you do everything for yourself. Even a young child, when you have your kids, even when they are 3 years old, you teach them to do stuff for themselves, because you are not going to be there to do it for them. You're there to guide, but you find that, you know, like the way in Africa, like you have a baby and you feed them until they are 5-6 years old. That doesn't happen here. We start teaching them to feed themselves as soon as they can sit up on the baby chair, because this is a fast world. And even the culture itself, you find that if you go to ask for something from someone, most of them will tell you, I don't know, or I'm not sure, or you Google it. So my thing, and I want you to go back to my videos. I've talked about the DV lottery photo. Just go to my videos and type DV lottery photo, and I've talked extensively about it, guys. So that's the only thing you need to know. There is a tool. There's a tool that's called DV lottery photo tool. Go upload your passport there. It's gonna tell you if it is the appropriate one. It's very easy, guys. It's not rocket science. It's just very easy, and you can do it for yourself, because like I said, technology came to help. It came to help. There is so many things that you can do, and what I say is that if you can be able to stay online and watch something for like 1 hour, 2 hours, you can still create time to go to that website and look at the DV lottery photo tool and check your photo, because that's the only thing that you need, guys. The other thing that I want to talk about is the names. So someone reached out, they were like, my names are different. Now what you do is that use your legal name, and mostly I would encourage you to use the name that's on your birth certificate, or the name that's on your ID. And then when you go to process your passport, because when you go to process your passport, you must have your birth certificate. That one is a must. When you have your birth certificate, they will use those names, and then if you have anything different, you have changed your name, you just need to get an affidavit. An affidavit is a form that gives all the names that are yours, and it's signed by a notary or it's signed by a lawyer, and it verifies that those are your names. And I did that because I told you guys that my names were different. My names were different. My name had been misspelled on my ID, and my certificates had a name that was correct. So I just got an affidavit, and that was good, and I didn't even have a problem, even at all, because when you have an affidavit, it's a document that shows that those are your names. Okay, so that's another thing. The other thing that I want to talk about is about marriage, and I did a video about people who are married, people who are married traditionally, people who are living together and they have kids. I told you here in America is different, and I want to now talk about the African perspective first, and then I'm gonna come to the American perspective. Now you find that in Africa we have something that's called customary marriage. It used to be called come we stay, whereby you meet with a guy or you meet with this lady and you start living together, and you have kids, and you have been there for 10 years, you have 3-4 kids, but you have never been legally married. Like, you do not have a paper to show that you guys are married. But you go home, the family members know you as the wife, you know, they know that you have kids and everything. You have been living as husband and wife. That is what I call customary marriage. There is no way that you're gonna say that you have been living with this woman and you have kids and that is not your wife. You know, the African way is different. And like I said, I like to give my own examples, and that's why I'm very passionate about talking about the DV lottery, is that we had been married, me and my husband, for a long time. We had children, but we had not gone to get a legal paper to show that we were married. We didn't have a marriage certificate, but we had been married customarily. My parents knew that I had a husband. My relatives knew that I had a husband. The only thing that we hadn't done is to go and get that paper, the legal paper that shows that you are officially married, the official paper. So we went ahead, and so when we won our DV lottery, they asked for a marriage certificate, of which we didn't have a marriage certificate. So what did we do? We just went to our church, and then we talked to the priest, and then we had a marriage. Like, actually it was during mass, you know, it was just during mass. It was done during mass, and then we got our certificates. Because, you know, marriage is far way different from that piece of paper. That's how I see it. That's my own view, that marriage is much more than the piece of paper. But you find that in America it's different, because for you to be married, you have to have that piece of paper that you are legally married. Otherwise, even if you live with a woman here for even 10 years, you have kids or whatever, and you haven't put a ring on their finger and you haven't signed that paper, then you are not legally married. You're not married, you're boyfriend and girlfriend. Now it's not like that in Africa, guys. So if you live as a family and you have had this lady, you have kids, and you know everybody knows that you is your wife, that's marriage. You know, it's customary marriage. And like I told you, everybody has got their own traditions. When you come here, it's very diverse. Everyone has their own traditions, and traditions are well respected. So if you win, there's no way that you're gonna say that I'm not gonna say that I am single, and you have been living with this person or this man, and you have been terming them as a wife or a husband. That is your husband according to the African customs. That's your husband, and I hope that I am being clear. So you cannot say that you're single, because it's different. It's not like here. You know, here, even if you stay with someone for 20 years and they have not officially gone to the judge or maybe gone to church, put a ring on your finger, and then that will be your girlfriend or your boyfriend. So guys, I hope I'm clear on that. Clear, capiche? I hope I forgot to turn my camera. I like to turn my camera, guys. So Let me talk about something else. Is what else? There's something else that I needed to talk about. I need to talk about children. The children that you have must be included in the DV lottery. Those include the children that you have adopted legally. I like to use the word legally, guys, because if you have not legally adopted them, those are not your kids. You have been taking care of them, yes, but those are not your kids. They have to be your kids. If you didn't give birth to them, then they will be your kids only if you sign a paper to say that you have legally, you are the legal custodian of those kids. That's how it works here. So if you have a child for your sister, this person was saying, a child for my sister that you have been bringing up since they were 2 months, 6 months old. Yes, you are the caretaker, but you have not legally adopted that child. So you need to get the right documentation. But that right documentation, you don't need to worry about it right now. If they are under your care, you can include them. But remember, when you win the DV lottery, you will need to get some paperwork. But you cannot fill out the DV lottery and then you leave them out, and you are the one who is their caretaker. And then after you win the DV lottery is when you want to add them. No, the DV lottery doesn't like people adding other people. It doesn't like you adding other people that were not in the initial application. It just doesn't. That's one of the rules. Don't add people. So if you know that these kids, they rely on you and everything, then be prepared. After you apply for the DV lottery, if you win, then you will have to go and get that paperwork. I know in Africa it works different, guys. In Africa it works different, but here you find that there's something called fostering, there's adoption. You find that you have to have some kind of permission before you start living with kids of another person, you know, because kids are sensitive. Kids do not know, like they are not very much aware, or they are not very cognizant with their rights, and kids can be taken care of. That's why it's very, very, very strict. I gave you a story. I told you when we were coming back from Kenya just the other day with our children, there was this officer who was addressing questions to my 8-year-old. She was like, "Is that your sister? When is your birthday? When is her birthday?" Why is she asking? Because she wants to ascertain that those are my children. It's not that they are suspicious, but it is required. Because we have good people and we have bad people. The world is full of good people and the world is full of bad people. And you find that because of that, kids have to be protected. Kids are vulnerable. Kids are, they need to be protected. So if you have that child that you have been living with, be prepared to get some legal papers about that child. Because if you don't, then you will either not get your passport, your visa will be denied, or you will have so many problems. So please do that. You have to be able to do that. Remember, like I said, you can apply the DV lottery for yourself. You can do it for yourself, and I need you to do it for yourself, guys, so that you feel very proud of when you've done something for yourself. Do it, guys. Just go to the website, EDV 2026. It's gonna open up. You only need your passport. You need to know your date of birth, the date of birth of your kids, the right names, and then you enter and include all family members. I also said that if you have stepkids, even if you're not living with them, please include them in your DV lottery. You have to, guys, to include those people in the DV lottery. The DV lottery is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, especially if you win it, you know. And I want to take something back that we had said earlier. We had decided that we were not going to host. But like I said, things change and people change their mind. Right now, we are hosting a family of 5. They're my mom and dad and 3 children. And it's beautiful to meet people. And we'll work with them. I might not be able to bring them on camera because they are very camera shy, which is okay. But, like God talks to you. I would say like God talks to you. And, we felt like we could help them out to be on their feet. So I hope that pray for us so that we can be able to, and pray for them so that they can be able to get a good start on their life, and get a good start even bringing up their kids and everything. It's a younger couple, and we are honored that we will be hosting them. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. We have never hosted a married couple, so we decided that we would. So the little that we have, we decided that we were going to share again, and we hope that goes well. We do hope that goes well. So what I'm saying is, I need you guys to fill out the DV lottery. Fill it, guys. Fill out the DV lottery. You never know. You never know. You don't know about where your luck is. It might be your lucky day for you to win the DV lottery. And even if you're not going to win, don't despair. Continue applying, guys. So I don't know if you have any other questions. So those were the burning ones. Those were the burning questions about married, about kids, and about the photo. So like I said about the photo, go to travel.state.gov, type DV lottery photo tool. And even you can just type abruptly. Sometimes you don't even need to go to the website. You just type on your computer or on your phone, DV lottery photo tool. It's gonna come up. And it shows you everything. And it has the instructions, and it shows you the wrong photos and the right photos. It's gonna show you guys. And why I'm not indulging and going into the website is that I just realized that the more I repeat my videos, the more I do the same. Like if I had posted a video like a year ago, and I want to repeat the same thing, sometimes the YouTube algorithm really doesn't attract. So that's why sometimes, most of the time, I like to pin my videos, the ones that I've done before, because these things do not change. They're just the same. You know, America is just the same. Like, things are just the same. Like, they change very differently. So you find that the only thing that changes is the year. And that's it, you know. Even the books, I've looked at so many books, and you find that there's a book for every book that comes out every year, especially the school books. You find that only maybe a few words change, but it's still the same thing. So that's why I'm kind of, it's a repeat, but I'm kind of referring to my old videos, whereby there's a lot of wealth of information, and if you follow those instructions, guys, you're gonna be good. Now you are free to ask me any question, and when I look at your questions, I'll create more videos so that we can be able to walk together in this journey. And guys, I always wish you all the best, especially in application of the DV lottery. I wish you the best. I wish you even the best in your quest to come and live in this great country, because I would say it's a great country, a country that gives opportunity even for people who had despaired about going back to school, a country that gives you an opportunity even to be happy for your children, because you know that your children are gonna excel, guys. So I need you to fill out the DV lottery. Seriously, share it with your friends, share with everybody, and tell them that they can fill out the DV lottery. The other one was age. I remember that question now. So they were asking if you win the DV lottery and you're 60 or you are how many years, aren't they going to discriminate against you because of your age? I'm telling you, and like I said, that the DV lottery doesn't have a discrimination. If you win the DV lottery when you're 60 and you want to come and live in America, nobody is going to stop you from coming to live here, guys. Although if you look at the data, if you go back and look at the data, you find that the people, if you are over 65 years old, some people you have settled. You know, it's that life that you have settled, and you're looking back at what you did when you were younger. So you find that it's that age where like someone starts to settle for what they did or what they have. Some people feel good about what they have done in life. Some people do not feel good about what they have done in life, and you find that you're not gonna find like a whole lot. If you compare like the 40s, the 30s, there will be more than the people who are the 60s who are applying the DV lottery. But you find that that is not a reason for you not to apply the DV lottery. You know, you apply for it. Who knows? You will win. When you go to the embassy, are they gonna look at your age and say that you're 60 years old and they are not gonna give you a visa? No, they can discriminate against age. Actually, they are not supposed to discriminate even against the race. You know, they're not supposed to. They don't. They just do not. You want the DV lottery, if that's your luck, you got it. So and that's why when you go for the interview for the DV lottery, they don't ask you so many questions. You know, you earned it. You won it. It's something that you won, unless you have not followed their instructions, because you still have to follow their instructions and do it right. If you do it right, there will be no question. You will get. If you do it right, I want to change the lane. If you do it right, you are gonna get your visa. So there is no discrimination, guys. They don't look at you and say that you look like this, or maybe you, even when you are you can have a disability and you win the DV lottery. That's not gonna stop them from giving you the visa, because you find that here is very different. Even someone with disability, people with disabilities, they even get jobs. You know, it's amazing. Like you will walk into a certain area, maybe you go to the store and you find that the person who is there and they are working very well and they have been trained very well, they have a disability. They don't discriminate against disability, which is a good thing. It's a very, very, very good thing that they don't discriminate. So everybody is given a chance here. Unless you want to waste it, everybody is given a chance so that they can be able to excel. So do not be scared of filling out the DV lottery because you're 60 or no. Just fill it out. Fill it out and hope for the best. That's what I can say, guys. Fill it out and hope for the best. So I hope that this video is going to help someone. I hope it is going to help someone. At least to have the, the courage to do it. The courage to do it right. And the courage to include all the family members. Like I said, this is not the time that the man applies for the DV lottery and then they are quiet. They don't tell the wife. And then when they win, then they are struggling. They are like, oh, I wish I had included them. I did not include them. No, don't do that, guys. Just apply as a family. If you have a family, if you're single. And like I said, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it so many times, is that if you have those kids who are 17, and there was a reply in one of the comments that, so someone asked, if you are 17, can you apply? Yes, you can. Because the DV lottery, when you win it, you don't come to America at that moment. No. It takes 2 years until you get here in the US. So if you are 17, by the time you come to the US, you will be 19. Maybe by the time you go for your interview, you will be 18 and a half years old. You will have already gotten your ID and your passport. So apply for the DV lottery. If that May that comes, you will be 18 years old, then you can go ahead and process your DV lottery. For those kids who are below 18, even if they are going to apply for themselves, but they have to be 17, guys. It's not 16 or whatever. They have to be at least 17 and a half. Let me go to 17 and a half. Because after we apply in October, the DV lottery opens up in May. So you will be 18 by that time the DV lottery is coming on. So what I'm saying is, if they apply, maybe your child is 17 and a half and they have applied, and even you as a parent, you want to apply, make sure that you also include them in your application, because they are still minors. And when you include it in the application, that's a double entry for them, whereby they can win as a family, and at the same time they have an opportunity that they can win for themselves. Try all those things, guys. Just try. I need you to try, because you never know where your luck is. You never know if that's the blessing that is waiting for you to happen. People come to the US with the DV lottery. Of course, they struggle a little bit when they're starting life, which is okay, which is fine, because if you don't struggle, then you will not appreciate what you have. That's how I believe it. You need a little bit of help when you come into the US before you get to stand on your own 2 feet, which is okay. But at the end of the day, guys, I need you to apply for the DV lottery. Now, I am almost to my job. I'm going to park my car. And I will do another video depending on what you guys direct me. And then after some time, I'm going to step away from the DV lottery and do other things, because I don't like dwelling on one thing, but I still like to answer your questions. I still feel like I still want to guide you, and where you are having challenges, I want to help you out. And there are some people who are even reaching me out for me. If you want to reach out for me, You can go to my Facebook page at Charities Bubbles Funds, Charities Bubble Funds, and you can write me a message, and I can reach out to you. You can also go to at Charity Nganga, that's my other Facebook page, and you reach out there, and I can still be able to answer your questions. So guys, I told you that I like to park here because when I come in the morning, I look at the train. Today I did not have the opportunity to look at the train because I came out from work a little bit early. What I can do right now is to wish you all the best in whatever that you're doing. Fill out the DV lottery, guys. It's a life-changing opportunity. I wish you all the best. Thank you and God bless you.